Good afternoon, everybody. I think we're gonna be able to manage another Sunday talk today. Um, as some of you may already know, we lost a Droopy shortly before Christmas, our beloved Basset Hound, and that was really rough. That was hard, right before Christmas, no less, and it was just a really painful experience. It's not easy saying goodbye, and I think that's. It's kind of going to be today's topic. It's saying goodbye, but also keeping your heart open. It's very difficult to kind of allow yourself to be vulnerable and feel love after a tragedy, losing a family member, a dog, breakups, etc. You're going to want to kind of close your heart off to the world. And I get it, we'll all do that for a while, but that's not something that you can just do in perpetuity. It's really harmful to yourself to just close off your heart completely. It's understandable. Sometimes you have to do it for a while. And maybe you've gone through a bad breakup, and that's understandable too. And then some people are just better off being single because they want to be. Like my best friend, he's perfectly happy being single, and that's okay. Like the whole incel thing or whatever. I know it's kind of a funny joke, a funny meme, etc. But like if you are comfortable living that kind of life, there's a lot worse things you could be doing. But anyway, it is important to allow yourself the opportunity to love again and to feel again, because you are a human being, and God intended you to love. That's why we're here, to love other people. That's kind of our purpose in life, or at least it should be. And closing yourself off, I think when you forget how to love, I think it takes away your own humanity. And today's going to be kind of a short video. We got the in-laws visiting and a whole mess of other things to do, but I did want to talk about that. But I did want to share some good news with you here in a minute. Because again, saying goodbye is extremely difficult, but it is something that we must do, because the only thing that's permanent is change, unfortunately. And no relationship lasts forever. Even a good marriage. My grandparents were married for well over 50 years, but grandpa passed away. Even the best relationships don't last forever. And saying goodbye is just a necessary part of life. But to kind of make a long story longer, I think it's a lot easier to say goodbye if you took the time to say hello in the first place. Now, on my father's side, I didn't really get to know my grandfather very well at all. And he died when I was very young, which didn't help either, but not much time was spent with him. And even at my young age, I remember feeling a sense of regret of, wow, we never spent any time with him, and I never got to know him. But my grandfather, Ray, on my mother's side, he's the inspiration for the old race car. Yeah, he died actually, gosh, 3 years ago now. 3 years? Yeah, jeez. We lost him 3 years ago. Wow. Sorry, I know I'm totally just kind of choking up a little bit here. But saying goodbye was a little easier because I said hello. And what I mean by that is I spent a lot of time with him, and I made a lot of time for him. I made the phone calls, I made the visits, etc., etc. And that made saying goodbye a whole lot easier. So if you've got somebody in your life that you truly give a darn about, um, and you will inevitably have to say goodbye to that person at some point in your life, or maybe you're the one who passes away, who knows. But one bit of advice that I can give to you is saying goodbye is a lot easier if you first say hello. But without further ado, on the subject of keeping your heart open and loving again, I want to share something with you all that's very special. So let's go ahead and stagger into the kitchen here. And I can remember when we brought home Droopy the first time. But I want to introduce you to the newest member of our family. There she is. This is our little muffin. And she is just beautiful. She'll never replace Droopy. I get that, but oh, look at those ears. But we're gonna love her just as much as we loved Droopy. But in lieu of tragedy, you know, you cannot close yourself off. You have to allow yourself to love again. And we're gonna have to say goodbye to this one someday as well, and it's not going to be easy. But you know, every goodbye starts with a hello. But that's normal. That's just the circle of life. But life would be very unhappy if there were no hellos. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you some good news. I know it was the bad news last month was losing Droopy, but I just wanted to share with you all our little muffin, and we're already just hopelessly in love with her. And you will definitely be seeing more of her in the future, because who can't love that wrinkly little face? But yeah, it's just kind of a short video for today, but thank you all for tuning in, and hopefully I'll have something a little bit better prepared for you next week. So until we meet again, stay gold.